And, well, the black one represents Nero. Virgil's son. You don't believe me? It's actually explained where...
Psst, Doc.
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
I can't remember where, but it explains, like, here's who's
So, Doc,
Nero's
does this
dad.
ring a bell?
It is Virgil, and it just goes into this big thing.
Think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief. Is
I
that
still have to,
me?
I had to make some more outros.
Young?
I want to make...
I was going to say intense. I forgot.
Probably am going to make 2 more outros where it's like, okay, here's this and this. I want to
but
make
what
them.
are you muttering about?
The songs
that's easy.
like the song I used for my
Decided
outro
us
is done by some
Just
friends I
tell
went to
my
high school
younger
with.
self that H equals a Hamiltonian
They're
operator.
called the League of Wolves.
Won't giving
Awesome
him the
guys.
answer mess up
I
the
said, can I
time
use it?
stream?
They sure.
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a
Yeah.
holographic illusion
I'm trying to think what
created
else
by
I
the
have.
interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
I said that.
So,
It'll be fine.
Pretty much,
hang
I
in
do
there,
not
Doc.
have.
Not the best choice.
The one
of
thing I
words,
do
Marty.
not have, I do not have my elbows fully tattooed. I have them around it pretty much, like above and below. No, I sort of have, like, yeah, right below my elbow on both of them. Or one's below, one's above. It's just like... That is the one thing I will never
just
get
give me
done
a
is my
chance.
elbows, my knees, my inner
Harassment's a
thighs.
federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
Actually, there's a
Maybe H
TikToker. She
equals
got
the
her
Hamiltonian
tits, like,
operator.
her full tits, like,
What did you just say?
on her
said maybe
breasts
H equals the
and on her
Hamiltonian
nipples tattoos. Like,
operator.
no!
Yeah.
No,
Great Scott!
why?
If H is the
Why would you
Hamiltonian, then
get that
H to the
done?
A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A.
Sure.
That's it. That's the solution to Ivan's
nut job.
conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week.
Good for you.
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two.
Let's see what else.
The way you figured out how
You
to
got
build
Dragon
that
Ball tattoo, of course. You got the
rocket-powered
4-star.
Where did you learn so much about science?
I got one Attack on Titan tattoo, and it's a
It's
really
like
cool
this.
one.
You
And
know
it's
about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one
I like all the other
explanation.
other
Why?
Attack on Titan
You're
logos, but I like
from
this
the
one just
patent
because
office. I confess I didn't quite know
It-
what
it's
to
pretty
expect
cool.
when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected
it was.
this.
He's one of my
I'm at your service. What
4
can I
favorite
do for you?
characters. No, 3 favorite characters. Because there's Aaron, there's Misaka,
Can
and
we
then
see
there's
a rocket
Levi.
powered drill?
And you can guess who I
Of
got.
course, of
I got
course.
the
Naturally, it's just a
one
scale
Levi
model,
was
but it's
in.
nearly operational. I can show it to
And
you,
then I
say,
also got
first
like
thing in the
it's
morning.
stained glass. I show it to the guy who did Matt Mercer. He's like, "Holy fuck, that is
Nah, that's
awesome!"
no good. I need to see a full size model.
And he said, "Yeah, like I
Fully
got done my
operational.
artist, and I also have one
Tonight.
mother." He's like,
Otherwise, we'll have
That's
to
the
award
sweetest thing
patent
ever.
To, competing
also got a
inventor.
picture with him. He also
Dr.
starred
McCoy.
Critical Role.
The
It was
captain's
him,
done.
Matt Mercer,
I
and
mean, it might be
Travis
impossible to
Willingham.
construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but
If
I
you don't know who
have
Travis
enough main
Willingham is,
ingredient for the
he's
fuel.
Roy
I'll
Mustang.
get it for you. What is it?
190 proof
So,
alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold
there
of
was that.
alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
Yeah.
Besides, there's
But that
no
was-
way I can
it was
get off
cruel to
work
see
until
that.
I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it
Oh,
vitally
take another
important you see
water.
that rocket power drill today?
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it
switch over to
vitally
water.
important to deliver that subpoena today?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see where
Sure.
you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the
What?
subpoena.
Who else? Don't think I have a bleach.
Arthur McFly.
No bleach
You
tattoo.
had to subpoena my grandpa?
I have to make a sort of a.
Hey, I just saw him at
Funko
the soup
Pop
kitchen
video.
yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
That'd be
What
cool.
kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying
Like I
to
said,
find
said
out.
one good wing tattoo
go
from one
talk
of the
to him.
best people I love.
Why
Guy who
not?
does.
Kid
Scott
Tannen
McNeil,
can
he's an
tell us
awesome
where
guy.
Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have a Chicago
Let's
overcoat.
see. I also just looking at all the stuff I have hanging up. I have lots of pictures hanging up. And also, like people say, "Oh, I gotta buy foam and all that." Like, not really. You can hang pictures, and then it will also cut the it'll dampen a lot of the sound. Even if it's maybe 2 to 5 inches apart, like each thing. But if you have enough stuff scattered around your office or whatever, it will cut it down because it can bounce off the walls, but it's not going to come back as much compared to,
How about
say, you have an echoey room with nothing in there.
Sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're
That's
here
something
to
I
shine
noticed.
my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I have a couple personal, like 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 4, I think I
I'm
have
looking
5
for a
hanging
guy
up.
named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
I have lots of stuff hanging up, but
My
it's fun.
employee. He's very busy today.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
Holy hair on my voice is
Was
getting
McFly's
good.
hat.
But that's why I said I'm doing this
Now
one a
it's your
day.
peanut bowl.
So I give my voice a chance to rest and be good. But,
Can I have some peanuts?
what's the word?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind
I
of guy.
think
Go ahead, knock yourself out.
I have, like I said, I'm gonna do a Funko Pop thing saying, here's all my
Hey,
Funko Pops that I have, like that I have sort of stacked up. That helps also dampen. So far, I just have 5 staying up. I have 4 I got from my fiance for Christmas, and all that. And then I have 1 that I won in an auction. One sec. Turn this down.
That hat, you lousy crook.
Turn it down.
Emmett.
1 I got from the auction that is signed. So far they are Ryukyu, however you want to say it. Excuse me, Riza Hawkeye. Mewtwo. That one my fiance got on sale because GameStop/EB Games, which is pretty much now is GameStop, but still called EB Games just because it's EB Games.
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen.
She got on sale for like half off or 60% off
Hey!
because they forgot to remark it. Moya Yorozu, which she found that in a store. She was looking around like, oh, there's
Fix
that.
me up.
And the signed one I got is Videl.
Where do you learn how to move like that?
I guess she took.
Football.
They never say
They
what
used to call me the
Goku's
streak.
name
Get
is.
out.
Last name is. It's always just implied as this, like, there's not, like, even for Bulma and Chi-Chi, they really give no explanation what their last names are. People can speculate, but, nope, didn't want to do that. I know some things for sure is like, I also read fan fictions.
Hey, honey,
Usually it's
come here for a sec, boy.
I switch between 2 of them because they pretty much have the
Can you find the
best.
guy who belongs to this hat?
Some, like, My Hero Academia is toxic. I will admit that right away.
Where's
But
he going?
Only
because
one
people
way to
always
find
like go
out.
bitching about the ships and all, and like saying you want to ship whoever the fuck you want. Go read fan fiction. You can do what you want. Usually what I do is Izuku Midoriya, and I go with any of the girls. If there's a harem, there's a harem. But how I how I read the stories, the minimum
vu.
keyword, the minimum has to be 40,000 words and up. So if it comes out to say, oh, I want a fic to be 40,000
Yeah?
words,
Who
it
is
says 40,000 plus words, and it starts at 40,000. That's good.
I know.
That is that. And
Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
just
I
turn
know
this down for a
you?
second so I can talk.
I'm your
If it's less than that, it's like
great
they have a good
nephew.
story concept.
You
That's the
mean
thing.
my
They usually have
second
good story
cousin?
concept, but
Yeah. Glad to know you.
if they're less than, let's say, oh, it's like 39,000, like just barely made the cut.
strict orders.
Barely.
Sorry.
I pass on
Some
because
other
that's how it
time.
is. I got to have. What I said is like 40,000 is the minimum, and up is how it starts. Plus, you used to give it a chapter or 2, and
really
after
help.
that is
Never mind.
it's like, okay, I gave it that 2 chapters. It pretty much is just complete bullshit. Like there's 2 of them. It's one where Izuku is recruited by the Justice League. Okay, it sounds good. How they execute that is fucking stupid. I'm probably the guy's first language is English, so I'm not gonna fault him on that. But the one thing I say, if your first language
Thanks
is
for
not
bringing us
English
here,
when
boy.
you speak or
We'll
write a
take it from
fanfiction,
here.
and not to sound a bigot or anything, just say like, I'm sorry there's gonna be mistakes. The English is not my first language.
What
I'm trying my
now?
best. I'll give it a shot. And usually when I do read those, here's when I do read them.
I'll give it back to him after
They
I
are
give him the
usually
subpoena.
there's not that many mistakes. Just certain little things like could be some words here and there, but usually they're pretty good about it. Compared to some people who I read their fanfics and you can tell they speak English. And they just fucking butcher it. And I mean butcher it. Like they make up
It's
new
me
words like
again.
okay.
Please come down. Why?
Take a drink. I don't know what that noise is.
I know I'll never be the same. Je my world so hard again. Wish I washed away my sins. He's a dead man walking, blank stare in his eyes. Should have given up on the ones I trust. Never should have been surprised when they shot him